Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first Twitter space of today. We have two today, but the first one is here with Kudoe or Kudo. Alpha, we can hear you. Maybe you want to mute yourself. Thank
It's
you.
actually Kudo, actually. So I just want to make sure we got that right. But no, that's
Kudo.
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it pronounced Kudoe though. But that's an interesting one. I'll have to remember that.
Maybe, maybe that would be some other language. I don't know. Yeah, Kudoe. It's kind of
Yeah,
nice.
I
It's
know.
very
Honestly, it sounds kind of cute. It's like Kudoe. Oh, hey, it Kudoe. It sounds
yeah,
like something you say
maybe.
when you say hello to somebody. So no, I love it. That's awesome.
Let's say Kudo then. Kudoe. Okay. So hello, team from Kudoe. Who do we have here? It says team with me, so you will have
Yep.
to introduce yourself. But I would just say very welcome to everyone. My name is Mary, and here at Crypto Miners we have, as I said, two AMAs today. We start with Kudo. And also a reminder that anything we talk about in here is for educational purpose only and should not be taken as any financial advice. So do your own research, and this AMA here with Kudo could be the start of your research. So welcome, Team Kudo. Who are you?
Well, thanks for having us. Really appreciate the opportunity to have a conversation with you, Mary, and with your listeners. We are big fans of crypto miners. We've followed a lot of your AMAs you've done in the past. Excellent
Great.
stage to really just have a conversation. So really awesome to be able to take this time to take a few minutes to share our story, share our project, and share our vision for why we're excited about 2023 and what's to come for Kudo and our
Please
project. So
do.
thanks for having us, by the way.
Yeah, so what is your name, everyone?
Yep, absolutely. So if you guys see my profile here, my name is Phil Dobags. I'm the COO of Kudo. I handle, in general, operations, communications, marketing. But when it comes to exactly what I do with the community, a lot of what I do is really just about building a more transparent partnership and making sure that everybody, our holders, our NFT holders, our token holders, know exactly where we're going and what's going and where we're headed for the future. And so very excited to be here. My background in blockchain goes back to 2018. I've been in this space as an investor first, been through the valley lows, mountain highs, valley lows of crypto space. But what really attracts me is the entrepreneurship, the landscape of opportunity that blockchain provides. And that's why I'm so proud and so happy to be part of this team, because the people that I'm aligned with, that I call one of my best friends in the business when it comes to blockchain, our Danny, that's going to be here, our CEO, will be talking a little bit about himself and his background. But he's our visionary, our thought leader when it comes to really establishing the ideas around where Kudo's headed. And also, Prash, you'll be hearing from him. He's our CTO, Chief Technology Officer. He is our full stack blockchain expert. He understands a lot about what the contracts and he's really paid close attention to ensure the security of our contracts and the migration that we just recently went through run smoothly. You're also going to hear from Brian, also goes by Remulate, who is our chief of gaming. He's really the brainchild behind everything that we're building around in terms of our ecosystem for gaming, us being a gaming platform. And we're excited to announce today some really awesome news about one of our games that we're going to be that we're providing access for the public to play. So we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But enough about me. Danny, if you want to go and share a few words about yourself, but thanks again for having me and having our team here on this call.
Thank you, Phil. Hey, everyone. Danny here, CEO at Kudo. Just a little bit about myself. I've been in blockchain for the past 4 years. At the end of the 2017 era is when I joined. I joined crypto because it intrigued me from technical standpoint, from mining standpoint specifically. Quickly got involved in block producing. Me and a bunch of people co-founded a company. We were block producers on Tron and multiple other blockchains um, across the scope. And then we moved over and developed a DeFi project. And since then, I've been intrigued in growing, grown with the community and starting something new. So last year I met up with these guys, and we decided, to take control of the of something new, make something new together. And we developed this vision for this project for Kudo, and kind of really set the vision and the tone for the project, and a strong roadmap to develop for over the next 12 to 24 months. And I'm super proud of it. We have an amazing CEO, Phil, our marketing lead, our community developer, our communication genius. He does everything for us, an amazing guy. And then we have our CTO, full stack developer, a smart contract writer, does literally everything anytime you want, anywhere you want, and it's done. And obviously with Remulate, with the gaming angle, one of the best developers in mobile apps, one of the best gaming developers I've ever met. He's been an incredible talent in our team, and we're looking forward to what he's got to build for us. But enough about me again. Presh, if you want to say a couple of words too.
Hey, thanks, Danny, for introducing me. Hey, everyone. So this is Prash here. I am the CTO of Kudo. And, a little bit background about me. I have been a full stack developer, for past 18 years now. I have been in this industry, my specialty is cyber security. So I got into blockchain more than 5 years back. Blockchain was something that really interested me, as in, I do see it as the internet of the future. It's kind of that revolution, basically, how internet, that revolution happened. Blockchain going in the same direction. So I I did get into it 5 years back, started, developing utilities projects around it, and, got more interested into it. Because I'm into cybersecurity. For everything about me is security. That is the paramount to us, and even with Kudo here, anything that we build or the contracts, everything is security is taken as absolute priority. So yeah, that's about me. A little background. I'll probably hand it over to Remulate Brian, who is our head of gaming.
Yeah, thanks, Prash. So my name's Brian, codename Remulate on socials, and my background is in mobile gaming, as the other guys have said. I've been in the gaming industry for over 20 years now, and I've run mobile game studios pretty much for the entire lifespan of mobile devices, ranging back to the brick Nokia phones all the way through iPhone and Android. Had a fairly good run with hit games. We've had over 500 million installs in the time frame from games that we developed. And yeah, I was in blockchain as an investor in 2017, and I've been developing blockchain games for the last 2 years now, predominantly with these guys. That was my first sort of major segue into the blockchain space for gaming, and I'm just really excited about the potential that blockchain offers gaming, where I feel like mobile gaming itself had become a bit saturated. I feel like blockchain is a huge opportunity to bring those learnings across to a new platform. So yeah.
Great. Thank you, guys. Or were you done, Remulate? Brian?
Sorry, what was the question?
No, I wasn't sure if you were done.
Oh yeah.
There was a
No.
Okay, cool. So yeah, happy to meet you guys. And now I'm also very interested to hear more about Kudo, because on your website it's like you say you want to unite all the meme coins or something like that, right? I don't have it right here now, but I read it before. And one thing is that meme coin nowadays seems they all have utilities, because it seems you have lots of utilities. So please go ahead and tell us a little bit about the project Kudo.
Yeah, actually, it's interesting you say that. I'm not too sure that might have been a peek into the past of where we were before. Many people who have been with us since day one, the project started off as Dogs of Elon. which has been a really more a NFT focused, which also had matched with it an ERC token called DOE as well. That was a token symbol. But no, we've actually shed our armor away from the meme actually. And if you go to our website at Kudoe .io. Make sure you're on that website, Mary, because that's exactly where we're going to see the true vision of where we're going to next. Has really little to do with the meme as much as elevating ourselves beyond that, because ultimately we are an ERC token building games on the blockchain, and our whole vision is around our name. So for those who don't know what Kudoe actually means, for us it has a special meaning. For those who understand the word Kudoe, the English language, the word means an opportunity to celebrate, recognize great things. That's been the spirit of what our project's been all about. Our project focus is always focusing on celebrating the things that we're building for our community. And that's really our focus, is building an engagement opportunity to make games fun. And in addition to that, Kudoe is symbolic of our actual brand name, which is design, which is a puzzle piece. And our goal and centerpiece to everything that we're doing around our vision, our goals, building out the games, building out the metaverse, building out the sandbox experience, is building experience that's tangible. I think for many of your listeners can understand this, and maybe for those I'm sure who's been in this business for a while, understanding and translating crypto to the everyday person is still very foreign. And it's our goal under Kudoe is to make that tangible piece of crypto, blockchain, more easier, make the path of least resistance, which is through NFTs and through gaming. That's really our path and our vision for the future. But to acknowledge that, our past has brought us here through the NFTs. For those who don't know, our Dogs of Elon NFTs are listed, verified collection on OpenSea, also a verified account as well. So that's definitely a glimmer of our past, but it's also a part of our future, because our NFT holders who are probably one of our most dedicated and committed holders that we've ever seen out there, because we've gone through the valley lows and the mountain highs when it comes to the experiences that we all have experienced here on this call, which is the what we call like the bear market. But we've actually provided opportunities to continue developing, growing the game, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Brian can also allude to this here later, but it's really been about building that tangible piece of the puzzle, and that's why we're so excited to launch our game this week, where we're going to be providing free play access where NFT ownership is not required. But like I said, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's a part of our vision and future, is really of a building an ecosystem built around the token and the gaming experience for our NFT holders.
Cool. So you were Dogs of Elon, you say, Doe, and did you stop that because of something happened, or did you just want to move on to Kudoe with a different name, or why did you abandon that name, the first one?
Yeah, no, it's very, as I said before, there's nothing, nothing was stopped. So this is actually what I would call a transition
Okay.
that where we're actually allowed to continue holding the Dogs of Elon NFTs. It's a part of our platform. Like I said, nothing has stopped in reference to our NFTs and the branding around the NFT name, but it's a transition to representing our what I would call our larger brand, which is Kudoe. I explained it earlier what it is and what it represents. Basically, it's an umbrella that allows us to really expand further beyond just the Dogs of Elon NFTs. It allows us to create other collections that are built for other future games and other experiences. I did mention the sandbox experience, and we could talk about more than a little bit. And then also the future metaverse, where we are going to be having a land sale, providing even a greater emphasis on creating better experiences for NFT holders. But Danny can allude more to that subject as well.
I mean, I like the name Kudoe. And I see it's trademarked as well. So, did you make a company out of this also, or how is it
Yeah, so
formed? What's the team like? Who is owning the trademark?
Yeah, really good question. I'll go ahead and say this too. A big part of Kudoe and our team is about full transparency, really being fluid in terms of who we are and what we're all about, and also our commitment to ensure that our token holders and our NFT holders can feel confident about where we're headed and the leadership behind it. First of all, Kudoe has been trademarked. The Kudoe name and the brand has been trademarked here in the U.S. We're fully doxed to the U.S. lawyers. We also took the Kudoe project, and we've actually have it incorporated under a corporate name in Dubai. We actually all flew from there about 3.5 months ago to really be a part of the future of what we think is going to be the epicenter of the crypto culture. We attended a couple major blockchain conferences out there, had a huge network of opportunity to learn from others in the gaming, NFT, and blockchain space. And it was really an awesome opportunity for us to really build a vision for what where we want to be for our future headquarters. And that's what we did. Is we established and incorporated in Dubai. So we're fully doxed to the Dubai government. And we also have major partnerships with all of our exchange partners like Gate, Poloniex, MEXC, where we're fully doxed and KYC to them as well. In fact, today, we're pretty excited to announce this. We just have a partnership with one of the leaders in KYC process, Assure DeFi. Shout outs to them. They're going to be releasing information later tonight in regards to our KYC process with them. That's going to be it's actually going to be validated and certified through the blockchain. They actually have a really unique process where they actually build a KYC certification that's actually put on blockchain through an NFT. So pretty exciting news. That's actually a little alpha for our holders. And for those that are looking at our team, we have partnerships with Assure DeFi, and not to mention our partnership with CertTech that actually audited all of our contracts, our token contract, our staking contract, which we'll talk about here in a second, as well as our DAO contract, which is another part of the value that we're building for our holders, for our communities, giving them the ability to truly have a decentralized partnership in making decisions for Kudoe. So in regards to our ability to be transparent and build really fluid partnerships with our community, it really starts with us really taking a serious tone about where we're headed for the future under Kudoe.
That sounds amazing. I mean, you have done lots already because you have been around for a while also, right? And so we have a little bit about the history and also maybe now what's coming tonight, some new partnership, and what else is coming? I mean, what are you looking to do? Can you tell us about all the parts? Because at your website now, I'm on there now, I see you have lots of different utilities and lots of things happening. Maybe we can walk through them a little bit so we know what's in it for the holders of this token, Kudoe.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm glad to have you on the website. So Kudoe is a blockchain gaming company. We're going to specialize in building games and fun experiences. Our core focus is to make blockchain fun. We think it's a little bit boring, honestly, to a lot of people, and it's certainly complex to new people that are trying to come into the ecosystem. It's super complex. So what we did was try to build an ecosystem where it's easy to on-ramp, and we have direct focus on what we're trying to do. So we're building games. That's kind of the core of what we're going to do. So we have the Door Rangers game that's already built, alpha tested, and so the product's already been out. We're officially launching it after our token launch today. So our token launch is today. We're going to get things started at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UTC. That's when we're going to start the official launch party. But after that, in Q1, we're looking to deliver the Door Rangers game, and it's going to be a competitive play-to-win type of gaming setup. We're going to have YouTube streams, Twitch streams, competitions and tournaments, and that kind of angles into our esport competitive angle. And then we also have the Door Off the Leash. That's a sandbox experience that we're building on the Sandbox platform. Over there, we're trying to develop a relationship with Sandbox and building multiple different gaming experiences, single player, multiplayer, and integrate our NFT collection on Sandbox as well. So that's all being worked on right now to try to develop that relationship.
That's great. We had them on here actually. We had Sandbox here. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, we would love to
Yeah.
have that relationship. Our developer BabyBit has spent months building that Sandbox experience, and it's single player right now. hopefully we'll have it out next alpha season. So we're trying to get in touch with Sandbox for it. And then we want to build multiplayer games there and integrate our NFT collection there as well. We have a beautiful pixel art NFT collection. So it mixes it well with voxel art. Our artist, our Sandbox artist, has done a very good job representing our main dog in the ecosystem, and we're gonna put that trailer out here in the next couple of days. We kind of already teased it, and I'll find the tweet and pin it to this chat. So it's really exciting. Sandbox is an amazing platform, and we'd love to deliver a lot more games there.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we this community knows a little bit already about Sandbox because we had them here. So why did you choose Sandbox?
Like I said, it kind of
Anyone
fits into our NFT collection look. They're voxel, we're pixel,
okay.
so it only made sense. And we want to be gaming, we want to be fun. Sandbox is fun. You know, if you build fun experiences, it's fun to get in there and, you know, start playing. And obviously, we want to have our collection on Sandbox, so that's quite a bit
And
of
you
work.
own land there too?
Yeah, we own land, and that's what we
Outside?
build there.
That's why you're gonna build
Yep.
stuff, of
Yep.
course. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's kind of our Sandbox angle. We're also building a metaverse of our own. It's a two pixel art metaverse. Brian Remulate has been doing some background work on that. That's going to be a further down the road thing. We're looking to do a land sale towards the end of the year for our own metaverse. We've kind of put some hints out there for it. It's definitely in the white paper for you to read about. But
So what's gonna happen in your metaverse?
Yes.
Not gaming then, because that you do in Sandbox?
So it's a different type of experience, and I set it up, and Brian can expand on it a little bit more. But basically, it's a multiplayer gaming experience in the metaverse. So think of how Pokemon was originally. Pokemon, like Farmville, that type of situation where there's a lot of mini games in, and people can own land and do different things on their land. And have different interactions with people. But Brian, you can go ahead and kind of explain.
Yeah, sure. So if you look in the white paper, you'll get an idea of the art style, and it's actually been adapted directly from the game DOE ranges. So it's actually a seamless art style integration. We're actually using the same environments, but from a different perspective. And the whole goal here with this metaverse is to extend the range of what we can do with our NFTs and build a really fun metaverse. I think this is the thing. I won't speak against Sandbox because I think they're doing a great job with this, but some of the other metaverses out there are really just focusing on almost making just a social media hub than an actual game experience. So that's something that we want to do. It's not really, in a sense, it's a 2D experience, and it does have a retro gaming feel to it, which is the style of our NFTs at its origin. You know, so when you look at our NFTs even on the PFPs you're seeing right now, you can get a good idea of the style. And that low resolution pixel art is the style we've carried through to the gaming properties we've built internally outside of the Sandbox, I guess you'd say. So we want to make lots of gaming delight within this experience. So not just, you know, buying land and just communicating with other players. We've got, you know, bars in there. We've got games that you'll actually be able to purchase as NFTs and host on your own land. So whereas Sandbox is more of a building from the ground up system like Minecraft and Roblox, this is a little bit more of a prefabricated style experience, but with a lot more gameplay that has been built for the players, not so much by the players yet. I mean, that's our immediate scope that we're aiming to achieve with this.
So who is building those games? You are, or do you have other developers coming on building?
At the moment,
you?
Just to clarify, at the moment, what we have is a proof of concept demo that basically only the internal team members have had access to. It's very early days, but we do have mini games in there to prove this concept already. So, you know, you've got like, I'm just trying to think what I can release that's in the trailer. So we've got, for instance, a half pipe skateboarding facility. So if you put if you are lucky enough, or say fortunate enough to be able to buy one of these half pipes, you could host it in your backyard and people would come and skate on your half pipe. And it essentially enters in a mini game mode when you start skateboarding on that ramp. And we could have tournaments and leaderboards and player versus player token transactions, for instance, that almost that's what Doe Rangers is built as a concept to prove what we're trying to achieve in a much grander scale within the metaverse. And we've even joked about, even mundane tasks that you could achieve as a gameplay rather than just doing it. I won't get into you can read the white paper. There's quite a bit of information in there. So, yeah, but that's really what we're aiming for.
Yeah. So the way we did it was we built Doe Rangers as a proof that we can build games that are fun and engaging. And through our alpha season for Doe Rangers, the data we got was really, really good. Like the numbers we got, the average player time was over 3 hours, and we had a around 40 people testing group, but the average player time was 3 hours. So that was an incredible boost of confidence for us. So we're doing the same thing here with our metaverse. He's built a proof of concept so far right now, and once we get this launch over with and we put out Doe Rangers, our focus is going to shift on building that metaverse, and we're looking to get some gameplay testing towards the end of the year. So it's still early stages in process, and obviously we're gonna be massively hiring artists and developers to join us in building it, obviously.
So you have pretty big plans, and you have pretty big marketing plans then as well, I guess, because you're launching today, right? The token. Was there a pre-sale or private sale before?
So no, the launch is today. It's a fair launch. So there's no token sale, there's no pre-sale, there's no anything. We're airdropping the KDOE token to all our previous DOE token holders. So we've taken the snapshot. We're doing the airdrop today and injecting $2 million in liquidity through Uniswap. Obviously, all our contracts audited by CertTech already published on CertTech's website and updated. So it's all out there.
Is it renounced also, or room for?
So no,
changes?
the token contract won't be renounced, but we can go over the security protocol we have. The security protocol for our entire ecosystem is pretty heavy. So we have multiple wallets that hold the token allocations, and they are all behind multi-sig wallets with fail-safe measures in case something happens to anybody, obviously. The token contract itself is going to be put through a time lock controller, and we're going to build up to 24 hours time lock control. What that means is anytime we change something in the smart contract for the token, so whether it's the tax percentages or transfer function or literally anything in the smart contract, it will be publicly readable through the blockchain for 48 hours before it's executed, right? So that's how timeout works. And the reason why we're not renouncing this contract is because we will have a DAO, a token DAO, and it's going to be phased out type of situation for the DAO. It's going to be all throughout multiple phases to make sure the DAO is secure and fair to everybody. Because we're a $2.7 million market cap, we want to make sure the token is secure and we're not having whale manipulations over the DAO. So what the DAO will govern is actually a lot of the token functions itself. So and the allocation as well. So the DAO will eventually be able to say, allocation for these tokens is too much. Let's change it to this. Let's focus on building the development instead of having a lot of tokens for marketing. Or when it comes to the token tax, they can say, taxes are too high or taxes are too low. Let's change this to that. Obviously, through the DAO, that will be done, and it will be done through multiple phases. So phase 1, for example, will be referendum. So our token holders will be able to make a referendum through the DAO and say, hey, the tax right now is 5%. Let's change it to 3% for the next couple months. once that referendum passes, we'll be able to make it through an official proposal and write the official proposal contract. And then once that votes, we'll invoke the changes to the smart contract. Again, 48-hour time lock until that's executed. And we're taking that measured approach right there with referendums, again, to make sure the integrity and security of the token and the holders. So there's no manipulation and anything. So any referendums that are harmful or not good for the project, we'll explain why they're not. And they'll be either given back for the community to redo the proposal or flat out reject it. So that'll be the first phase. And then obviously when the project grows to certain market caps and certain community size and fair token distribution, so we don't have any whales that can manipulate the DAO, then we'll move over to a more decentralized model where we have people go straight through a proposal concept and present their ideas. So it's a very careful approach. We're not naive. Again, DAOs can be tricky sometimes, but decentralization is important to us. Community empowerment is important to us, and community participation is important to us. So that's why it's one of our core values, but we got to be careful with it.
I think that's very smart, this 48 hours lockdown or waiting period before anything can happen, so people can choose themselves if they want to stay or not. I mean, or like it or not. And DAOs, as you said, can be tricky. I think so too. I don't know if there is any fully DAO or token or project who has only a DAO who does that and very successfully yet. I'm not sure. Maybe there is, but I know many projects are heading that way, and I think, yeah, it's a good try. We will see if it's working or if it has to be adjusted somehow or how it works, because people are different. Everyone has their own opinions about everything, actually. So it's interesting.
That's true. And honestly, the way we look at it is like we look at Bitcoin and we look at Ethereum and these like super decentralized assets, and like that's the inspiration. Obviously, they do it through mining. Ethereum changed to proof of stake. That's the model you follow. But Bitcoin and Ethereum has been around for over a decade now. So it's taken a very long time to develop decentralization. I'm sorry. So you cannot be naive when it comes to DAO. Not a lot of people succeed in DAOs because I really think they take a naive approach to it and understand the power of a DAO. And that's what we're trying to avoid, right? We want to be careful. We want to appreciate and empower the community at the same time. We have to have a safety precautions. So,
yeah, of course. So what's the name of your DAO? Is it Kudoe?
it's just the Kudo DAO. but
Wow.
You know what? Based on this conversation today, we probably should.
Mary, you just gave us some inspiration here. Wow, we're gonna have to credit you. We're gonna have to give you some credit for that. I think we're gonna have to call it Kudoe. I kind of like that.
Yeah, why not?
That's awesome. I love it.
It's a given, isn't it? All right. So you talked a little bit about the security already, and because you're audited, right? And everything is okay there, I think.
Yep.
Didn't you mention that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Certec already audited our token contract, our staking contract, and our governance contract.
Mm-hmm. And there is staking, you said, and you're gonna have a metaverse, you're gonna have gaming, and so as a token holder, let's say I buy your token now in the launch, what I can stake it maybe, and what else can I do with it or use it for?
Perfect.
In the system.
A great question. So yeah, our staking will be available the day after launch. That's the goal. So it should be live sometime tomorrow, and it's a very unique staking mechanism, right? It involves the KDOE. So the way our staking contract works is you take your KDOE and you stake it, and you start earning yield in KDOE. But when you stake, let's say you stake with 100,000 KDOE, you're gonna get 100,000 in GKDOE, which is our governance protocol token, right? So it's a representation of your original stake. So you stake 100,000 KDOE, you're going to get 100,000 GKDOE. And with that, you'll be able to participate in governance protocol. We're looking to launch that within the next month. So it's not too long, Q1 for sure. We'll have the DAO.
And that's the only way to get those governance tokens,
Yes.
to stake
Yep.
this token. Yeah, you can't buy them.
Yep.
You have to stake.
So yeah,
well, it's a sort of buying, I guess, but
yeah. So the GKDOE is 1-to-1 backed with KDOE. So once you unstake, it unwraps your GKDOE and it turns to KDOE again. We're not providing liquidity.
okay.
We're not. It's not going to be traded anywhere. The only way you can get it is by
So it's
staking
your
your
tickets
KDOE.
to vote.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And what else was I was asking something? No, I want to know more about your marketing, because you have so great plans, and you have also been through this already once with this Dogs of Elon. And so what have you learned back then? Or is it the same team? It's the same team, right?
No, actually, it's a good question in terms of marketing. But in terms of the team, though, we're actually, when it comes to the history of the project, it started off as an NFT launch. It was also paired with a token I mentioned earlier called symbol DOE. And there was a previous team that was involved that spearheaded the marketing, really did a great job of creating an awesome collection. The artist that was on this was, we're really big fans of the 8-bit style inspiration, because many of us on the team grew up playing Nintendo and Sega and just fell in love with that era of gaming. But when it comes to the previous team, they built a lot of marketing around. They had a partnership with CMC and did an awesome job of really bringing to light the Dogs of Elon NFTs and the token itself. But quickly, as you know, as other projects that we've seen, they came out with some great ideas, but the demand serve the community and really deliver on the next level of things, that the next level experiences were really, I think they hit a roadblock, and it was a part of the conversations that we were having as investors, myself, Prash, and Danny, is really we came together to, and also through a number of our advisors, to really approach the previous team and provide an opportunity to continue the legacy of Dogs of Elon and provide a new path for the future. And so this was an opportunity for us since the 1st of January of 2022. Myself, Prash, and Danny, and with a number of our advisors, were able to assist the full takeover of the project, the NFT being held accountable for the promotion of the NFTs and the token itself. And since then, that's where we built our long-term vision, which is to build Kudoe under that brand and really elevate our NFTs to a different level with a new focus on building games and really delivering on the promises that the previous team weren't able to hold true to. And that's what's so exciting about why we're doing this today, because now we're finally here. We're launching our token under KDOE is the token symbol. We're doing a launch party later today at 9 p.m. UTC time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern for us in the U.S. We are U.S. based. We're all here individually based in North America. Here in San Diego right now is our base for our token launch. But we're excited to do this. We're the marketing that we've invested. We've brought in some of the greatest and brightest minds in marketing. Myself, I have a long history in marketing and advertising myself. But we all shout outs to LFG. He's one of our marketing advisors that's assisted us in really connecting with different partners and collaborations to spread the word. But for us, our marketing strategy ultimately will always be community centered. And I think that's a lot of why we still exist today and why we're able to really push forth is our base holders of our NFT holders and token holders that have been with us since day one over the last year. That's our focus, is to meet their expectations, to provide opportunities, to give them the experience they're looking for through the game, through Door Rangers, through the sandbox experience, through the future metaverse land, and really establishing that partnership through decentralization, which is what Danny referred to through the DAO, is really taking steps to ensure that this project is really a partnership with them. And that's our marketing, honestly, is focused on them first. And then, of course, we're going to continue building collaborations. I know there are other parts to our project that we haven't really touched on, where we're going to be establishing a wallet, the potential for us to offer a fiat to our token application. And then, of course, other opportunities to continue building partnerships at a larger scale when it comes to building our brand and the marketplace. So, yeah, marketing for us, it's multi-level, but for us, it always starts at the first layer, and that's where our community of holders of our NFTs and our token.
Yeah, for sure. Community is very important for all projects, and especially for a project like this, I think. But where are you going to have these launch party? Are you on Telegram or Discord the most, or where is the main focus?
Yeah. Yep. So we're excited about it. We're going to have, it's going to be a virtual launch party. We're going to be holding an official Telegram group, and make sure that everybody here who's interested in participating, maybe you just want to watch and hang out and see what we're all about. Make sure you're attending it live on our official Telegram group. Obviously, whenever there's a token launch of any kind, it brings a lot of attention. This is like, I think, our 9th AMA interview that we've done this week, and you're actually one of our last ones before the launch. So we wanted to save the best for last for your audience. So thanks for having us.
That's great.
Right after this, we're going to be focused 100% on making sure that everything goes smoothly with the airdrop and the launch later today. But we are going to have our launch on Telegram. It's going to be live. We're going to be on our VC starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock UTC time. The handle, to make sure that you're getting the right one, because unfortunately there's scammers out there trying to take advantage, and we want to make sure that nobody is put in that position where they're joining the wrong Telegram group, or what I would call an imposter. Our Telegram group name, it matches our Twitter name handle, which is Kudoe Official. All right, that's KUDOE Official. All right, and that's make sure to follow us on Twitter. Obviously, you see our handle in the chat here on our Twitter Spaces. All of our links, we have a link tree pasted there. All of our official links to our Discord, to our Telegram group, to our website, to our OpenSea collection, to our YouTube channel. Everything is there for you to find. But our token launch will be happening in a few hours. So you guys are getting some pretty up-to-date news on. We're right on the cusp and the turn. And then on that call, we have a really special giveaway that we're doing, and you guys are going to be able to take advantage of that. We just announced that we are going to be giving away $5,000, not 5,000 tokens, but $5,000, all right, in KDOE airdrops for those who are listening. And what that means is that every hour, and I think we're going to do it every half hour actually, up until we actually, where the contract goes live, where you can trade on Uniswap, is that we're going to be giving away KDOE airdrops anywhere between 100 to 200 to 500 and up to $1,000 worth of KDOE airdrops for our listeners. And obviously for your listeners as well, being here on this AMA. But it doesn't stop there. We actually have a special guest lineup. We just announced that we're going to have a number of YouTube influencer partners that we've collaborated with. They're going to be guests on our live token launch, and we're going to be announcing a major global exchange listing partner that's going to be partnering up with us to list our token. We're already partnered with Poloniex, Gate, and MEXC, but we've are only going up from here. We want to be able to let the world know that Kudoe's here to stay. We're just beginning. We already have utility built. We already have a game out. And I don't know if I mentioned this yet. Props to Brian Remulate. He was speaking earlier, but the game just got released this week. On top of that, for our token launch, it's free for everyone to play. So we launched free play, which is actually called guest mode, where everybody can play the game right now. In fact, if you go to our website for the game, because it is a web-enabled game, it's www.doe, that's DOE Rangers.com. You can play the game right now. It won't require an NFT, so you don't have to connect any wallet or anything like that. You can literally just play the game, experience our ecosystem. You get to play one of our default NFTs. But it gives you that firsthand experience to know the quality of our game experience, and that's to make it fun. And that's really honestly our whole goal. We're just here to provide that experience that holders and gamers alike can be in one place. Usually it's always like, well, I'm really just into the token, or I'm really into gaming. Well, that's really what the missing piece of the puzzle is. And that's why our Kudoe brand is built as a puzzle piece, because we want to be that missing puzzle that connects everything together. Our token, the NFTs, the metaverse experience, and gaming all together. And it's going to take a lot of hard work, but we're here to deliver, and we're here to rise to that challenge. And we're so freaking excited to get this cranking today. I cannot be more proud of the team, for all of us here together, and for our community, and for guys listening. I know I see you guys out there in our chat here, in our Twitter spaces, representing our Dogs of Elon NFTs. Kudos to you guys. And kudos to you, Mary, for having us. We're just so freaking excited to do it. I mean, our energy levels is like, wow, let's freaking go. And we're excited to answer any of your questions
Yeah,
from the
I can hear
community.
that. I love your energy. I mean, I wish we had more time actually today because this is fun, but we have, well, 10 minutes left or something. So let's have some questions from the audience, shall we?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
I'm going to try and invite some people here. And people, be quick so we can have as many as possible. Let's see, we have. Crypto Bean.
Hey, what's up? Crypto Bean, I like it.
Hey, Crypto Bean, do you have a question?
Hello. Yeah, thank you for bringing me up. This is a great honor, and thank you. I love Kudo project. Okay, my question is, what are the teams behind pushing the project to a success? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you. What?
I couldn't understand the question.
Did you hear the
Could you
question?
repeat it?
Yeah.
Okay, my question is the team members, the structure of the team members who are behind pushing this project to a success.
You want to know more about
so
the
I think
team?
what I'm hearing is who are the team members, what's behind the success that brought us here today. It's really a collective collaboration of individuals that I call my friends. Actually, my closest friends in the business. These are individuals, and we mentioned Prash here earlier, who's our expert stack developer. He has a ton of experience going back 5 years now working on blockchain. He's actually assisted and been a part of a number of major token launches that have reached fairly respectable market caps in the hundreds of millions. Also, Danny, who's our CEO, he also has 4 years of experience working in blockchain. He's assisted in a couple major projects, one that got listed on Binance. Also, myself personally, I've been in blockchain. My background happens to be more on the financial marketing side and advertising. I've been an investor first and was brought to this team, fell in love with the NFTs, and also was able to basically create an opportunity to utilize my talents in marketing and recruiting to be a part of the Kudo growth. And then last but not least is Brian Remulate. He's actually himself one of the top mobile game app developers in the world. He's actually helped and assisted with a number of gaming applications that have reached top 10 in sales on Android and iPhone. So a lot of great talents here in one place. I think for a lot of us, we're just excited. This didn't come together overnight. This has been in the making for over 12 months, and we've been simmering underneath the pot. But today we're ready to burst out and freaking show the world what we're made of. And we're committed to the challenge and opportunity to show forth that Kudo is here to stay. That's why we incorporated our business in Dubai. That's why we filed our trademark here in the U.S. Like I mentioned before, we're North American based. Myself, Danny, are based in the U.S. Prash is based out of Canada. Brian also based out of Australia. It's a global affair. Our community reaches from holders from Asia, China, to Australia, to the UK, to the South America, here in North America. So it is already a global community and also a global partnership when it comes to our team, and becomes with a wealth of experience and individuals that are committed to their craft. So I hope that sheds some light to who our team is. I mentioned earlier, we have a partnership with Assure DeFi. Shout outs to them. They're going to be announcing our KYC report here tonight, and they're going to be validating our KYC inspection and backgrounds. And it'll be it's going to be certified on blockchain. So it's a pretty cool, unique opportunity to actually have an NFT dedicated to our KYC background check, and it just shows our commitment to transparency and letting people know that Kudoe is here to stay, and we're just getting started. So thanks for that question.
Thank you, Crypto Bean. We have Matt up next. Hello, Matt. How are you? Hope you have a good question.
Yeah, how are you all? I just wanted to double check on the liquidity side. I might have misheard, but did I hear you have a starting market cap of 2.7 million, but you've got 2 million going into liquidity?
Yes, the circulating supply is $2.7 million. The circulating supply market cap is 2.7, so that's not fully diluted. But the liquidity is going to be roughly $1 million in ETH, roughly $1 million in KDOE token. So yeah, roughly around $2 million in market cap. In liquidity. And that liquidity is going to be locked as soon as we can, either today or tomorrow, or after launch, just to make sure everything's all set up. So that liquidity is going to be locked at 12-month intervals.
Okay, and just to follow on from that, you've got mention of going cross-chain, and if you do, the bridges, the liquidity for the bridges will come from treasury reserves. But I can't see sort of how a treasury's fed or any other mention of a treasury. So does that just mean from the existing liquidity, or?
No. So the bridge, the literal bridge, you'd use the KDOE token, and that will come out of the liquidity allocation. So that's the part of the treasury it's talking about. So to swap between Ethereum side to the Binance Smart Chain side, you would have to swap the tokens, and we would have to supply that liquidity in KDOE token. So that's what that would be used for. Now, as far as building liquidity for a Binance Smart Chain, a portion of the tax and a portion of the overall funds that will accumulate will use for providing liquidity on Binance Smart Chain, and then moving forward, any other chain we go to, whether it's Matic or anything else that would make sense for us, and a reason for us to be there.
Okay, so that's why it's not the auto liquidity. That's why it's manual, I guess.
Absolutely, yes. So we did a couple of things. The burn, because of the DAO, we didn't want to hard code anything into the smart contract, because we really did want people to make these decisions and help us make these decisions. So the burn also is manual. We'll do that at whatever the community decides after the launch, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or quarterly burns. I prefer more like monthly, to be honest with you. So the burn is going to be manual, and the liquidity is going to be manual, just so we can kind of figure out where to put it, whether it's Binance Smart Chain or whether any future chains we go to.
Yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you. And I just want to say as well, I wasn't too sure on this one before the AMA, but I'm impressed. So well done.
Appreciate you, man. I just actually wanted to get in touch with the wallets of the allocations as well. The allocations of the tokens are all behind multi-sig wallets, and they're all going to majority of those allocations are not just going to stay there. We're actually going to lock them through Unicrypt and other services like Team Lock. So majority of what's in the reserves in those, so they're behind multi-sig wallets, and they're going to be locked up probably 6 months intervals to get started, and then we might increase it as we go, because we have no use of majority of those tokens for immediate use, so we don't need them to be liquid at all.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Matt, for coming up. And yeah, time flies. I would like to talk more. Maybe you can come back, guys. Why don't you come back? Schedule one more after a few weeks after launch, and we'll see how it goes. That would be amazing.
We'd love to come back. For sure. We would love to come back. We already have a number of different interviews and follow-ups already lined up for these next 2 weeks already. So definitely excited to continue the conversation with your community. And like I said, feel free to participate, just be involved and just being a spectator. But if you're in our VC just hanging out, you have an opportunity to be a part of the $5,000 KDOE airdrop giveaway that we're going to be hosting on our Telegram. So make sure people know it's on our official Telegram. You can find the link to our official Telegram on our official Twitter account, which is Kudo Official. And we're going to be continuing that conversation. In fact, we're going to have a little powwow here, make sure everything is lined up for our token launch party. I'm going to be live, like I said, at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we're gonna have a DJ mixing up some music for us. We're gonna have special guests from the crypto industry joining our call. We're going to be having those announcements tied to the exchange, and then finally, we are also going to announce the actual time for the token launch for the token to go active for trading on Uniswap. So very excited about that, and looking forward to meeting some of you on our call. So if you didn't get a chance to answer your questions here, feel free to join our Telegram group, and we're going to make sure that we'll give you guys a chance to raise your hands and answer your questions on our live token launch party, which is going to be also basically like an AMA, because we're going to be fielding a ton of calls, questions, I'm sure, leading
That's
up to our
perfect.
token launch.
Yeah, and I just joined, and I had to tell Rose again that I'm a human. She never gets that. I don't know. Something's wrong with that woman or bot. Anyway, it was so lovely to have you here, guys, and I wish you the best of luck tonight at the launch party and the launch itself. And yeah, I would love to have you back someday soon. And also, I want to know if you put some pineapples on your pizza or not, guys. Quick answers.
No.
Did you say pineapple?
No? Yeah, pineapple on
Oh
pizza.
man,
That's crypto.
you're a
Crypto
woman after
pizza.
my own heart. I put pineapple, jalapenos, and pepperoni. That's my go-to. It's crazy. One of my favorite pizza spots at one of the baseball stadiums. I'm a baseball fan, and I love pizza. But the most unique combinations I've ever had was when the pizza spot I go to had a jalapeno, pineapple, and pepperoni mix. My goodness, that will blow your freaking mind. So we're talking crypto, we're also talking pizza, but yeah, if you haven't had it, you guys got to give that a try.
All right, that's good. So someone in here likes pineapple or not? None of you.
Listen, I know a lot of people that love pineapple. I know a lot of people that love pizza.
But not together.
I am not one of those that like them together.
Okay, that's fine. No, just a little bit fun at the end here with my pizza question. People, if I forget it sometimes, people message me and tell me I forgot it. So I have to
No,
ask
that's
now every time. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go to prepare for the launch party and everything, and I will try to be there, guys. I have another AMA coming up now, and after that, I'll come over and see what's going on in the
Thank you so much, man.
Kudoe
Thank you so much, man.
community.
This has been awesome. We appreciate you guys having us here. It's been fun, and we've been happy answering questions. We'll be there. We'll be on that chat answering a bunch of questions the entire day. So I appreciate this opportunity.
Great. Any other final words from you? Prash, I haven't heard much from you.
Prash is the developer. He's writing code as we speak.
Yeah,
But
hey,
anyway, he's unmuted.
sorry about that. I was doing like multitasking right now, writing code as well as like being on the EMA. So yeah, that's the job of a dev. How it goes. But I was glad for hosting us. Really thank you for that. It was great speaking with you and the community over here.
Great. Thank you, Prash, for coming too. And everyone, I hope you will all join Kudo official and take part in that giveaway that they're having tonight. In 1 hour it starts, guys, or 58 minutes. We are overdue a little bit, so we will wrap it up here and say thank you for everyone for coming, and make sure to join every socials of Kudoe so you don't miss anything. Thank you guys for coming. See you
Thank
over
you,
at your
Mary.
space.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate your community. Appreciate what Crypto Miners is doing in the industry. Keep doing what you're doing, and we appreciate the love and support. Rest assured, we're going to be coming back here pretty soon to give you a post-launch update. Take care, guys. Cheers and have a great day.
Very nice. Thank you, guys. We will close this now and see you in the new one. Bye now.
Kudos.
Kudos to everyone.